Hello and welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited for today's pick a card. Today we are going to see your next date. Okay, who are you going out with next? What are their intentions? What is their love offer? What is going to happen? We're going to see who you'll be dating next and tap into your next date. So that is our topic. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. I also have manifestation candles and custom spell work on there, a bunch of little stuff. Other than that, you can pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile for all of my readings as well. For group one, we have the Sodalite Crystal Point, and we'll be using the Influence of the Angels Tarot. Group two, we have the Green Zebra Stone, and we will be using the Harmony Tarot. For group three, we have the Tourmalated Quartz, and we will be using the Haunted House Tarot. Oh, it got a little blurry for a second. It'll come back. Haunted House Tarot for group three. And for group four, we have the Plum Tourmaline. And we will be using Alice in Luna's Tarot for group four. All right, if you chose group one with the Sodalite Crystal Point and the Influence of the Angels Tarot, this is your reading, group one, tapping in to see your next date. Who is this that you're going to be going out with? We'll probably get how you'll meet this person as well if we don't know who it is already. But we'll see what are their intentions. Where will this go? What is their love offer? We'll get all that, Spirit. For group one with the Sodalite Crystal Point, please show us for group one their next date. Who is this person? Any and everything we need to know. So first of all, right away, I'm tapping into an energy of this person coming in out of nowhere. I was actually hearing Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus. I came in like a wrecking ball. So I feel like this person is coming in and they're going to rock your world. Now, as far as like where or how you will meet them, we already got some info on that too. First of all, we have Venus with love here. So you could actually meet this person on a dating app. And if you know me, if you've watched my readings for a while, I don't really support dating apps just because there's so many cons that come with it. And believe it or not, dating apps do have an algorithm. So it'll tell you like, oh, you've seen all your matches in this area, but there's thousands of profiles that it did not show you based on whatever BS algorithm. So I just feel like it's kind of set up against people. So it's not something I personally recommend. But I always say if spirit leads you to it, then lean into that because your intuition is going to tell you your specific path every time. And I say all that to say I am getting an energy of dating apps with this pile with Venus coming through, because Venus is all about, this would be like meeting someone under romantic circumstances. So this is like someone you're meeting through a double date, through a blind date, through a dating app. Like this is like, okay, you're meeting them in a way where you would actually expect to meet someone. Now for the other side of you, we do have the 6th house with the craft here. So you can meet this person in relation to, I just heard project, and then I just heard something you're trying to do. So if you've started a new project, if you're starting a new job, working for yourself, working on anything new, that will likely lead you to your next romantic partner. And also, Spirit keeps saying art supplies. So for like one of you or two of you, you can meet this person on your next art supplies run, okay, so make sure you're looking cute or whatever, because I am seeing that. Venus with love, it says beauty, harmony, romance, charm, receiving. Yeah, heavy on the receiving. Sensuality, luxury, wealth, magnetism. Absolutely. It says adornment, style, attraction, taste on here. So I feel like this person is going to be someone that you didn't expect to fall for, but someone who from this point, you will now kind of see as the bar or your type. Like you may already have a type now. We got opposition that came out. So I feel for a lot of you, this person isn't who you would say is your type, but after you meet and experience them, it's like, ooh, I didn't know I was starving until I tasted you, if you know that song. It's like, you know what? I did not know that I liked this or that I needed this or that I wanted this until I experienced it through you. So I do see a lot of you having that kind of reaction and experience like, whoa, I did not know that this is exactly what I needed until I experienced it, until I had it, and now I can't get enough type of energy. So we got the 6th house here. It says work, health, well-being. Oh, also, I was getting a strong energy of aesthetic with this. It had a few words on it that said like indulgence, taste, style. So if you're going through stylistic changes, that's actually linking you to your next partner. So if you've been getting a lot of downloads and messages about feeling like you really want to change your style or your appearance, definitely lean into that, because that is really helping. The 6th house, it says work, details, health, well-being, service, daily rituals. So you can meet this person as a part of your daily ritual. This person could be servicing you in some way. This could be the person who makes your morning coffee. This could be the person that does your morning order, whatever. Like your breakfast order, whatever your routine is. This could be like the person who's at the front of your building. If you work in like a communal building, this could be like someone working in reception or at the front of the building, I'm seeing specifically. And then it says health, well-being, diet on here as well. So you could meet this person at the gym. It's in terms of signs, we have Taurus and Cancer here. So these are some placements you can look out for. We got Earth with Taurus and water with Cancer. Taurus in this deck, it is the bombshell. It says earthy, practical, steadfast, productive, fertile, tactile, ample, worthy, right, pleasure-seeking. Yeah, Taurus is ruled by Venus. Taurus loves pleasure. Taurus loves to feel good. So whether that's eating, listening to music, whether that's like scent therapy with like candles or incense, like Taurus loves a good vibe. Taurus they love the mood lights and all of that. They're into that. And with this person, they're so earthy. They're very practical. They're simple. This person has a quiet confidence. I feel like this person is going to be very physically attractive. Like Spirit is showing me someone who has like slightly tan skin, dark hair. Oh my gosh. And they're like so hot. I'm like, Spirit, is that mine? Is that for me? Don't play in my face. Don't tease me. Like, don't show me somebody else's. Like, where's mine? And then we have Cancer. It says feeling, sympathy, nostalgia, intuitive, tender, nocturnal, caring, lunar. This person could have a strong relationship with the moon. I think that's called a selenophile. It says family oriented on there as well. Yeah, Cancer does have those 4th house kind of connections, all about the home, family, and stability. So this person is very simple. They value family and they value comfort. So this person is very practical, someone you can really depend on. This person, their mood doesn't change with the day and whatnot. Like they're very much so pretty consistent. How they felt yesterday is probably going to be the same way they feel today. You don't have to worry about those inconsistencies. Now, you guys may be very different from each other, because we have the quincunx and then we have an opposition here. So opposition in terms of like astrology is essentially when, you know, 2 planets are on the other side of each other. Our opposition is kind of like not the best kind of interaction. So you guys could be like oil and water. You guys could be like night and day. Nocturnal really stuck out to me on the Cancer card. So maybe you're like an early bird and this person is more nocturnal. They stay up all night and they like to just, you know, whatever, read, jam, vibe, watch movies. Like they could just be totally chilling, not even like, oh, this is where I like feel a burst of energy. Like they just prefer to be awake at night. And you could be a daytime kind of person. I am feeling these differences between the 2 of you. And with a quincunx, you know, it says complexity on the card, but a quincunx is essentially when two or more planets are aspecting each other, but they're not even understanding each other. So it's not like a square where it's like, oh, they're beefing. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't know what Venus is doing. I don't know what Jupiter is doing. I don't understand. Like, that's kind of the energy. So you guys are going to be very complex, very different. And that just brings me back to the, I didn't know I was starving till I tasted you. It's like, whoa, I did not know that this is what I like though until I had it. I really like this. Confuse me, baby. Like, you guys are into it. It's like, okay, go ahead, mess with my head. Not in the bad way, like a F-boy or a F-girl. But yeah, I love this complexity. I love this mystery. I feel like it's kind of like exciting, you guys. It feels good. It's different, but it's exciting. It's riveting. It feels good. Spirit for group 1. Show us more about their next date. Their intentions. What kind of connection we talking here? Oh, okay. So you guys, there are multiple people in your energy. Just know that. You may be dating right now. Yeah, we do have talk that talk and missed a step. That is so interesting. There is something that you feel like you missed at an earlier point in your journey that you're now applying. Maybe it's that you were too loyal to people right away, or you just found one person and you immediately invested all in with that person instead of keeping like a roster or a rotation of different people that you're getting to know. I feel for some of you, this is overcommitment, and that's the step you missed. You're like, you know what? That is the reason I haven't been successful in love, or that's the reason I've been in a loop in love, because I haven't given myself the fair chance to just kind of date who I want and talk to who I want and do my thing. So that could be why there's multiple people in your energy at this time, because you're literally rotational dating. You're not putting all your eggs in anyone's basket, at least until they offer you like a full-on relationship, until they ask for you to further invest in them by having a conversation and letting you know, like, hey, I want to be exclusive, or I want you to be my girlfriend, my boyfriend, my partner, whatever. You may not be committing. So regardless, this missed a step. I feel like you're going back to do something that you had felt like doing, I heard, a year ago, but some time ago. For some of you, that's the aesthetic change in itself. You've been wanted to do that stylistic change. You were too scared before, or you were afraid of what other people would think, or whatever. Like, I actually just went through this personally. Me personally, I love wigs. I don't care. I love them. I love to have different colored hair every day. I love to style them differently. I just love to kind of like look different all the time. And I stopped for so long because I started to feel uncomfortable. I'm like, ugh, okay, but some people are going to see me like at my local grocery store, like right by my house. Like, if I go there and I look different from day to day, I don't want people to look at me weird. And then I literally just had a moment with myself, and I'm like, literally nobody cares. Nobody cares. And even if they do care, who cares? I don't care. I shouldn't care. You know, I got to live for me. So I'm getting back into the groove with that myself and honoring my authenticity. So it can take years to commit, but it doesn't even have to be that. It doesn't have to be a physical change. It could be some other change or something else you're going back to. I was getting an art supply energy for some of you, or meeting this person as you're doing your errands, getting supplies for your business or whatever you're doing. So maybe that's the thing that was planned to have been started like a year ago or however long ago. And it's like, maybe that's the missed step that's actually linking you with this person. But we got all sorts of creatures here, so just know you got quite a few people in your energy who would love to see what you got going on, who would love to experience you. All sorts of creatures isn't the worst energy, but it's not the best energy, because it's like all sorts of creatures. There's another card in this deck about having multiple options. And that one would be more positive. This one is like, okay, you probably got some questionable people in your energy, so just be mindful of that. But this person, I see you guys having really good communication, first of all, strong throat chakra energy, really good communication, and we have other half here. So I do see you really liking this person and feeling like they're your other half. Something I'm specifically hearing is this person gets your humor. So you may not have known this, but you may have a very dry sense of humor, dry in the sense that people can't even like tell all the time, like, okay, are they joking or not? You may have that kind of humor, and this person's gonna understand that. Or you may have a bit of a messed up humor where it's like, maybe it's not dark humor, but it's like, you just say some really messed up things. This person, like, I see you guys just cackling together about these messed up jokes that you guys both tell to each other, but it's like, okay, this is our little secret. No one else gets to know that we talk like this or that we think this or we feel this way. We have person of interest here as well. So for some, I feel like things are changing for you in the positive, and your love life is just jumping off, because we got all sorts of creatures, then we got person of interest, and now we got someone new. So for some of you, person of interest is talking about a manifestation, but someone new would be someone new, like completely new that you're not aware of, aren't interested in, and don't know. So things are going to get quite interesting here. But there are multiple people in your energy. There's the main one that you're going to be dating very seriously that feels like your other half. For some of you, Spirit is now saying that this is someone you asked for. And I'm actually hearing Sierra's prayer. So it was like a thing some years ago. Like everybody was wondering, like, how does Sierra bag, Russell Wilson? Because he always gets her such nice stuff. And, he's always speaking positively of her, supporting her. A lot of people say like he's a simp for her. And then people were asking like, okay, what's Sierra's prayer? And I heard that specifically. So there's actually a few people who have things like that, who are married, who have spoken out about like, okay, what they prayed for or asked for, how they manifested this person. So if you did anything like that, any prayer or manifestation inspired by someone that has a good relationship that you respect, I see that being honored. So it's like, Spirit's like, all right, here, take your pick. It's like now the gates have opened up and they're overflowing. Spirit for group 1. What is their love offer? You guys are really going to have to create something perfectly together. We have the 8 of Cups in reverse and the 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords immediately kind of said, okay, kind of told me like, okay, there's a sense of anxiety. Where is this anxiety coming from? And then we have the 8 of Cups in reverse with the Hierophant in reverse. Not gonna lie, I do see you being very uncomfortable with this person. It's hard for you to trust this person because you can't put them in the box. You've never dated anyone like this. I mean, we got a quincunx and an opposition coming through to tell us about this relationship. So it's like 9 of Swords, 8 of Cups in reverse with the Hierophant in reverse. We got the King of Pentacles reversed here as well. You guys this person can't just make you a love offer. You guys are creating your own thing together. Whatever lifestyle, whatever works. This feels like people who have been around the block, people who have dated, and it's like, I'm not in the bright-eyed, bushy-tailed energy where I necessarily feel like marriage is the goal for me. Feels like that kind of pile where it's like, what I want, could I get married or could I get in a long-term relationship? Of course, but only with the right person. So you're really taking your time to make sure this is the right person. And I do see you guys struggling, not gonna lie, to figure it out because you're not understanding each other in the beginning. We have the Queen of Cups here. That's also an energy of really doing what's best for you and not really factoring in other people as much. So that may be where there's some contention. That may be where there needs to be some balance brought in. Yeah, Knight of Swords in reverse. You can't just come up to me and say anything to me. You can't just tell me that I'm going to be your future girl, your future guy, your future wife, husband, whatever. You really have to get to know me. That's your inner narrative, group 1. So I see you taking your time with this person, even though you really like them and you're drawn to them. You're drawn to the mystery. You're very excited by them. You're not sold on them in the beginning, straight up. And it's given this person 9 of Swords anxiety. King of Pentacles in reverse. It's almost like they don't feel appreciated, or they don't feel like they can do very much for you. So you may be a high earner. You could be someone who's doing well in terms of career. Someone who is very confident and sure of themselves, or has like a long relationship experience. So it's like you're not super excited when someone comes through. It's like, you know, Ace of Swords, we're going to have to work on it. You're going to have to show up and take action every day to show me that this is what you want, and also that this is what you're compatible with. So, you know, Queen of Cups, she's a marriage-minded girl. Queen of Cups is all about long-term relationships. Queen of Cups doesn't typically entertain flings and BS. So that's so interesting how if you are to engage with someone, it's like, yes, it has to be serious, but also it takes so long for people to get there. You could have trust issues. This is a good time to kind of, you know, do some shadow work, whatever lingering shadow work may be hanging around, because that'll help you ease into this next relationship a lot better. Spirit, what are their intentions? What do they want from this? They're having a hard time, but what do they want? Ooh, we got the Judgment card that just came out reversed. So perhaps it's not even about what they want. Perhaps this is a divinely guided connection with the Tower in reverse. Spirit is saying second chance. You may have met someone in the past that already felt like your other half, or you would have considered to be your other half. Maybe you were young when you dated them. Maybe they did something that couldn't be replaced. World card at the bottom of the deck. This feels like full circle. This feels like a second chance at a true love connection with your other half, with a soulmate, with someone who's very significant to you. So you guys are going to have to work it out slowly but surely. It's like they can't set intention per se in your presence because of how laser focused you are on what you want and what you deserve. But exactly, Spirit is calling you to get out of your comfort zone. We have unstick the stuck. So if you've been in a loop and relationships haven't been working out, yeah, this is going to be a challenge, but the best kind of challenge where you're unsticking yourself and getting out of that repeating cycle of relationships that get to the 2-year mark and then they kind of fall through, or, you know, breaking that third wall of vulnerability within yourself so you can truly go to that deeper level with another person. We have fearless expression. So this is about communicating. And I got that at some point in your reading. This is about communicating. This is about expressing yourself in terms of like who you are and how you look. We were getting that earlier on in the reading, your aesthetic, your vibe. I feel that changing for a lot of you. But also fearless expression with how you really feel, not just what you want and your expectations, but how you really feel. Spirit is really challenging you to express that. So this relationship has a lot of potential. Your next date will be very fruitful. I see you very interested in them, but it's not a sure thing. You guys need to be convinced. You need to take time with this person, and that's what you're doing. And I don't see them running away from that. So that's what I got for you, group 1. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the green zebra stone and the Harmony Tarot, this is your reading. We shall see who is your next date. Who will you be with next? What are their intentions? What is their love offer? What's going to happen here? We shall see, Spirit, for group 2 with the green zebra stone. Please show us their next date, their next person. Ooh. That's a very interesting combination. We got Venus and Saturn that came out. So that's like pleasure and not pain, but structure, maybe a bit discomfort. It's like free-spirited fun, pleasure, excitement. And then on the other end, it's like structure, organization. So I see you guys both being hardworking, a hardworking couple here. Both of you have your own life purposes. You have your own things that you're interested in. Tapping into your energy right away, group 2. You feel like a fully whole person, someone with a full life, someone with your own identity, your own things that you like. You know, you don't seem like that, oh, this is perfect wife package. This is perfect husband package. It feels like very much so an individual who lives their life for them. And you two together, it's like you're both hardworking. You both could be doctors, or they could be a doctor, you could be a lawyer, or you could be an accountant or someone in finance, and they could be someone in, you know, some other like more serious or structured profession. Regardless of what you do or, you know, your standing, when you guys are together, it's like, also Spirit is showing me someone being free in this relationship. So you may be the kind of person who gets more inspired in relationships. And oddly enough, I'm like that as well. So I can resonate with that. It's a real thing. Some people get in relationships, they get kind of, you know, stagnant or lazy, and they just want to kind of cuddle up. Me, I get so inspired. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Maybe it's like an extra layer of security. You guys will have to let me know if you feel that way as well, like where you feel like that comes from. But I see you getting in this relationship and it's like you just hit the pavement. So for those of you who have been uninspired for a while, you're going to turn into a whole new person being in this relationship. Wow, we even got the numinous with mystery and sextile with opportunity that has come out here. So the numinous basically just represents like the unknown. I'll read the card. It says the unknown, the unknowable, ESP, psychic abilities, the cosmos, universal truth, oneness, source, the unnameable, inner knowing, tingling, ghosts, other worlds, space, enigmas, the occult, intuition. This person could kickstart your spiritual journey. And you in the past could have been the person who kickstarted so many other people's spiritual journey, but it's like now this person is taking you into your next awakening, but in the best kind of way, because there's like the triggered awakenings, and then there's the awakenings that come through like portal type people. And I see this being the latter for you. But I see you tapping into the unknown. It's like you meet up with this person and now I'm seeing it like a video game. Spirit is showing me a map. Like you've just linked up with this person and completed this task of finding this soulmate, other half, whatever, whoever this kind of is to you. And now it's like all these other areas of the map unlock for you to go and proceed with. And we have the sextile with opportunity here. So a lot of potential and opportunities coming through this connection. I'm seeing you meet new people. I'm seeing you connect with different mentors and inspirational people to you. The sextile, it says collaborates, assists. Oh, I love that. Assists. That means they're going to be helping you with your journey. It says provides opportunity, synergizes, creates possibilities for, open doors, strong portal energy. You may start to see a lot of 1111 or 1010 different portal type angel numbers as you meet this person, or right before you meet this person as you're getting close. We got Venus. We got Saturn. In terms of signs, that would be Libra and Taurus ruled by Venus, Capricorn ruled by Saturn. Those are some other signs and placements you can look out for. Venus with love, it says beauty, harmony, sensuality, romance, charm, receiving. You're coming into your receiving era, group 2, where you're going to be poured into. It says pleasure, adornment, adoration, attraction, indulgence here. So I see a lot of indulgence with this relationship. It's like this is the person you can just be with all day, and you guys could do nothing, but it feels like such a good day. And then we have Saturn here with discipline, structured time, responsibility, tests. purpose, ambition. You guys may go into business with each other, or again, you may just inspire each other in a business-like way through the connection you have with each other. But that's giving me that work hard, play hard energy I was getting before. It says self-control, container, practicality, maturity. So I see you growing together. This is likely going to be a long-term relationship. And then Cancer is the only sign that came out for us. It says feeling sympathetic, nostalgic, protective, intuitive, birthing, tender, caring, moody, receptive, lunar, sentimental, introverted, family-oriented. You could start a family with this person. I do see you guys kind of camping out with each other. I'm also picking up on two like nerdy people. I'm seeing Spirit is showing me very specific like Harry Potter Legos. And I don't have Harry Potter Legos, so that, I don't know why or where that's coming from, but that may be your bonding activity you do with this person, Legos or puzzles. You know, they say for masculines, if you want them to fall in love with you, do a puzzle with them. Now listen, I'm not into I love dark psychology, but I'm not into promoting it. But if you're looking for a hack for masculines, do a puzzle with that boy on the first date, and best believe he gonna call you back. Listen, don't say I didn't tell you. Don't say I never gave you nothing. Okay, Spirit for group 2. Please show us more about their next date. So what are they offering? What kind of commitment we talking about here? Ooh, you done dated some duds. And I also feel like this is going to bring an opportunity for you to finally stand up to your ex, because I'm feeling like there hasn't been an official closure or ending moment with them. It's like, you know, you haven't wanted to be with them, or you've been wanting to move on from them a long time, but you guys haven't been able to have like a final conversation where you talked about what you're doing, where it was like official, like, okay, we are not talking anymore. But we have building interest, old flame, and metaphor of love. So as you have this connection that's budding and growing with building interest, as someone is really pouring into you and showing you love, we got this old flame coming up, this person who is only a metaphor of love, a certain kind of love. Maybe it's like toxic love. Maybe this person you're just misaligned with in some way, but to a degree they were a metaphor of love, someone you really did think that you wanted at an earlier part in your journey, but it didn't go anywhere. It didn't make it to what you wanted for yourself. And I see them coming back, this old flame coming back, and I really do feel like it's because they can feel it's like your path is changing. Like I said, it was so weird. I don't even play video games. It was so weird how Spirit showed me literally like a map, like a video game where you complete one level and then it unlocks a few others, or the next one, the other part of the map gets unlocked after you complete XYZ. That's literally how I saw it. So it's like when you have someone who you have a soul tie with, or you've been with for years, or who's an ex, someone who you shared your own map with, your own path with, they feel it. Like they feel it when things start to change and unlock. They can intuitively feel that you're starting a new path with someone, or you have a lot of potential with someone new, and they're coming back in almost to like intercept that. We also have committed, long-term, that came out. So when you have a big manifestation or something that's very promising, something that's like projected to be in your life for years, if not like your end all be all, oh, they feel that. They feel that. And if you look at their pattern, you may notice that as well. You may notice like, yo, this person comes around specifically as I meet someone that I really like. When I start to meet someone that I'm really starting to like, that's when this old flame comes back. And this time is no different. So your next date, the next person you're dating, you guys have long-term potential, and this person is trying to commit to you. So just know your ex is going to be in your energy, or your situationship, whatever. The energy I was feeling before was like you were standing up to them in some way, which is so interesting that Spirit gave me that kind of energy. So maybe this person like suppressed your throat chakra. You felt like you had a frog in your throat whenever you wanted to have a serious conversation with them. So you couldn't really speak, or They gave you some sort of weird freeze response. Whenever things got serious, whenever you felt like you needed to say something, or whenever things didn't feel right, you got this freeze response, so you couldn't communicate what you wanted to say, or you couldn't do what you wanted to do. I see you breaking free out of that. Now we have checking you out. So this new person coming through could be already in your energy, already checking you out. They could see you before you see them. But I was also giving a strong energy of social media with that. I was getting a strong energy of watching. Best case scenario, checking you out applies to new energy only. Not the best case scenario, checking you out applies to this person you used to be in a relationship with and they're watching you. So just be aware of that. Someone of the past is not over you, and this isn't about them, but they're showing up. All right, Spirit. So they're offering you a committed relationship. So we know their love offer. They're trying to offer you a long-term committed relationship. Spirit, tell us about the date. How will that go? What are they going to do? Give us some ideas of the date itself. How is that going to go? We got the Page of Wands here. Wands is all about creativity. Creativity, passion, new things as well. And then we have the Four of Pentacles here. So new but different is exactly how I see this. New but different. Four of Pentacles, I'm in my comfort zone. I'm not like going on a hike to a top of a mountain. I'm not doing something like totally uncharacteristic, unlike me, that I've never done before. But I am doing something that is new to a degree. So this is like, say you've, of course, painted before, but maybe you've never done a paint and sip. This is like you guys doing a paint and sip. Or say you've rock climbed before, but you've never done it at this new place. Or you've gone on a gaming date before, like at Dave & Buster's, but you've never done like, you know, this kind of arcade. Like it's something like that. It feels like Four of Pentacles is in your comfort zone. It feels good. It's not too crazy, but Page of Wands, still exciting, still new, still different. So you may be doing something that you have done before, but you're going to be doing it in a new building, at a new company, at a new space that you've never done it at. We have Temperance in reverse, Strength in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles. So whatever you're doing, they're showing you and they're really good at it. So like say this is like you guys going on a cute bowling date. This person may have their own bowling balls. Seven of Pentacles, they're really good at whatever it is that they're taking you to do, or whatever you're doing together. It's like, okay, this is something that they're pretty good at and that they've invested in to some degree. So whatever you're doing, they're in their comfort zone and they feel really empowered and they're kind of in their masculine energy, almost helping you or showing you or guiding you in some way on the date. The date itself, it feels new, but it still feels like traditional, not too traditional where it's like, oh, we're going to a restaurant and we're doing the, you know, super traditional restaurant date thing, but still it feels like traditional in the sense that it's like, okay, an arcade date, or it's something that people would kind of typically do for a date, but it's new to you. Oh, I just heard first date for some of you. So some of you may have, like if you look back, technically, maybe you've never been on a date for a small portion of you. We got the Seven of Swords that just came up here. So this would be typically something you wouldn't do with another person. For whatever reason, this makes you feel a bit vulnerable. We have the Hangman here. So for whatever reason, you want to surrender to this person and you want to really trust this person. We do have the King of Wands. So Page of Wands coming through in the beginning to tell us about this date. And then we have the King of Wands coming through here saying that this person is someone you can trust with this. This person would be considered like an expert. But Seven of Swords, this is something you wouldn't typically allow someone else to take you to do. So very interesting. We shall see. We shall see. Maybe it's like an outdoor ropes course or a trampoline park. You guys are doing something that's not unheard of, but still Seven of Swords, something that you would be kind of almost like uncomfortable doing. I just saw 15 on the camera. It feels like something that you wouldn't typically allow someone to take you to. So maybe you already have like a rhythm or a system or a preference of what you like to do and how you like to date and whatnot. Because this is definitely giving that kind of energy where it's like, ooh, I'm out of my comfort zone with this one. But Hangman with the devil here, yes, this is uncomfortable with the devil, yes. This is not something that I typically do, but I'm also getting a strong energy of temptation with the devil, like, ugh, I want to do it for this person. I want to be that. I don't typically do these kind of things. I don't typically maybe take like the more feminine role. Maybe you're usually like the date planner. So it's like this person is taking you out and they're having you do all these things, and that in itself could be the thing that's kind of different or, you know, unusual, unlike you. So I feel like this is going to be a time of new for you. New experiences, new position that you're in. Let's see. Spirit, where will this go? What's going to happen here? Or what are their intentions? We already know their intentions. We have long-term and committed. Ooh, this is freaky. I still get freaked out sometimes when I do readings and they just like kind of, I was just talking about this, how what you're doing, this is unlike you to allow someone to get you out of your comfort zone in this way or take the lead. It's like you're in a position that you're not typically in before. And we got that coming out from this deck. I actually made this deck. It says unusual or unlike you. So heavy on this person getting you out of your comfort zone, getting you out of your usual environment, your usual routine, what you usually do. Ooh, and they really like you. We have under your spell that has just flipped over. So whatever this person is picking up what you're throwing down, okay? Whatever you're giving out, if you're tapping into your dark masculine, your dark feminine, tapping into your magnetism, your personal power, this person is really under your spell. Oh, we got turned on here, okay? So listen, they like what you bring to the table. They are into it. They are interested. I see them very engaged. Dude, that's crazy. We got building interest that came out from 2 different decks. So you guys are building interest towards each other. This could be talking about you also really taking your time in the dating phase specifically. If you're someone who kind of like, you like someone and it's like immediately you kind of go into, let me make this as comfortable for you as possible. So it's like, no, you don't got to spend all your money. I know it's like, you know, expensive to go on dates and whatnot. Let's just, you know, do a cheap date or Netflix and chill. Like, let's just do something free or something really cheap. It's like, no, you guys are spending extra time in the dating process. You're really dating each other. And then I just heard from Spirit, like dating you. Very specifically, Spirit's like, this person is dating you. So there's an energy of them really taking their time and dating you in a more serious kind of way. And I feel like they want this. They want to be chivalrous in this way and they want to date you. We got fascinated. So this person feels like you're very interesting. I'm now hearing life story. This person is very interested by your life story or by your journey. So you could have like a complex background. Spirit's also showing me this almost in a genetic kind of way where it's like your mom could be from the other side of the world as your dad. Like, you know, she could be from Jamaica and your dad is Nordic. Like, I'm just picking up on an energy of like people who in a genetic kind of way, like they may be really interested in your background in that kind of way or your culture. Oh my goodness. You guys have a lot of physical tension. Okay. We got opening up and up all night. Okay. So it's like you guys go back and forth between opening up to each other, showing vulnerability, and then pound town every night, every day. Okay. Period. That's just what you guys are into because it just keeps coming up. So we have up all night. I also feel that in a very simple kind of way where it's like you guys are talking to each other all night, falling asleep on the phone together. A very sweet communicative energy with that. That's what I got for you, group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description if you'd like your own private tarot reading or any of my other magical offerings. That's where you can find me. But that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the Tourmalated Quartz and the Haunted House Tarot, this is your reading. Tapping in to your next date. We're going to see who will you date next. What are their intentions? What will happen in this connection? We'll get all of that, Spirit. Who is this, or how will they meet? Show us their next date. How is this happening? Who is this? Give us the tea, Spirit. So this person could be someone that you meet during some sort of travel, going someplace you've never been. We got the 9th house with seeking here. It says foreign travel, literally says that. So if you have any travel coming up, okay, it's looking like you're going to meet you a little boo. Especially if you're traveling to a place you've never been before, or a foreign country, foreign city, state, region. It says adventure on here as well. That's the second adjective here. So just know this is someone you could meet as you're basically exploring someplace new. It could even be in your city, but as you're tapping into some sort of adventure, whether that's trying a new restaurant, a new cuisine, a new exploring a new culture, a new language even. Now Spirit is saying language exchange. So if you do participate in any sort of language exchange like apps or online platforms, you know, where people exchange languages, they talk to each other essentially to kind of help you learn the language. You could meet someone through there as well. So look out for that. It says higher education on here as well. So you can meet this person studying abroad or traveling abroad. It says customs, faith, beliefs, pilgrimages. Wow, pilgrimages. Someone is traveling to like their home country for the first time though. Either you haven't been there since you were a baby, or you hadn't been there since you hadn't been there at all. Spirit just said as well, they don't know yet. So some of you don't even know that this opportunity is coming towards you to travel to the motherland. So just be open to that. Be on the lookout for that. That'll be really exciting for you. It says spiritual quests, aspirations, journalism, religion, gurus, and risk taking. So this could come out of the blue. This could come out of nowhere. I'm getting a strong unexpected energy with this the more I tap in. So this could come last minute, a week before, you know, the trip is set to happen. You have a coworker you really vibe with and they're like, listen, my friend dropped out last minute. I know you have this time off, or let's do this, like whatever, like just really serendipitous and random and kind of just fate leading you to this. So I would say this is the, you know, spring, summer of travel, of adventure, of new and exciting opportunities coming out of nowhere to you, group 3. We got Leo, that came out. Leo, the lover on here. It says expressive, creative, loving, playful, warm, overt, self-confident, flirtatious, extroverted, egotistical, juicy, proud, trusting, and excessive. So this person could definitely have a larger than life mentality. This person could be really, really funny as well. Spirit is showing me Jack Black. So this person may have like a really extroverted personality, a really extroverted sense of self, where it's like the people who care less about what they look like, they're always more funny, or care less about what people think about them. They're always like their jokes, everything, you know, even the philosophy, the way that they think, it just hits differently because they don't have those restrictions of I need to appear this way or sound this way or be approved by these people. So this person may have that kind of energy that's larger than life. They could be very talkative as well, I'm seeing. I just heard a mile a minute. So this person could be really random in that they talk a mile a minute and they're always on to new things. It just kind of feels like someone who, okay, let's go get a milkshake. And then it's like, okay, let's go skateboard. Let's go do this. Let's do that. Like they're all over the place. We got Pisces, the mystic here. It says imaginative, compassionate, healing, empathetic, mystical, magical, dreamy, enigmatic, spiritual, emotional, escapist, oceanic, illogical. So something about this person is very free. They don't always make sense, but it's like you feel them. This person is really random. I feel like they may talk in noises sometimes. They may make up their own language. I don't know. This just kind of reminds me of my high school best friend, where it's like we had our own language and we would literally communicate with each other through sounds, and everyone thought we were so annoying, but we were in our own world and it was great. It was beautiful. So if you've ever had an experience like that, this is going to be repeated in your partner. Oh my God, this sounds like so much fun. And if you've never had it, I feel like you're going to reach another level, a deeper level of resonance and feeling understood, feeling accepted through this relationship by the way that they just don't have any restrictions. They're like, I am who I am. I like what I like. They're funny, they're wild, they're crazy, they're fun. This person will definitely keep you entertained. Spirit, show us more about this person for group 3. Well, we have the expected card here. So you may have already gotten some sort of like reading or prophecy that this was supposed to happen, and Spirit is highlighting and bringing me back to travel. So you may have heard that message quite a bit. Like you may have had multiple readers, totally different backgrounds, totally different, you know, channels, platforms, whatever. Keep bringing up this travel thing. You're meeting someone during travel. We have expected here. Also, you may have gotten a lot of confirmations that something was coming, something is right around the corner. To a degree, you already expected this to happen. It's like you can feel it coming for some of you as well, especially if you're quite intuitive yourself. This could even be like a manifestation, something that you expect because you had already asked for it at some point. Spirit for group 3. So what is their love offer? Wow. Oh, what the heck? This is like the 3rd time this has happened today. I was just talking about, oh, you guys may have had some sort of prophecy. Such a specific word to use as well. Like a prophecy that something was coming, and we got the prophecy card that came out as well. So we got expected, now we got prophecy here. So this is something that's been spoken to you or spoken over your life, or something that you've tapped into through dreams, your own spiritual gifts, or through your own cards if you have cards and you pull them from time to time. Shout out to you. I really don't pull my own cards. I don't like reading for myself. Like, even though I'm a reader, I outsource my readings. I don't really do readings for myself. It's just like, I don't know. The energy for me just gets kind of like muddy. But anyways, we got prophecy here. We also have life partner. So there's a strong energy of you guys being like really 2 peas in a pod. It seems like the connection between the 2 of you is so strong. And both of you are so committed as well. We have a life partner and showing interest. So this person isn't at all afraid to show you how they feel or to communicate their interest to you, to show you like, I want you. This person is very open with their affection for you. They want you to feel loved. That's something I'm picking up on, that it's important to them. Like, I don't want you to just know you're loved through my words. I want you to feel loved. Spirit is showing me hand holding, skin to skin. This person, they may like to do that with you, like have you lay on top of them, and not even in like any sort of sensual way, but just like, I just need the pressure. Like they may kind of use you as a weighted blanket kind of thing. Like they just really need to be close to you. Now look at this. Seems like you're upping your magnetism. You may be getting into your dark masculine, dark feminine, because we have playing into your hand, which means some of this is intentional. Oh, I just heard can't turn it off. So you may have turned something on and you can't turn it off. Maybe you tapped into your dark feminine, dark masculine to increase your magnetism. And now it's like, oh my goodness, nonstop. I'm being hollered at here, hollered at there. This person wants to talk to me. This person wants to get with me. It's like, oh my goodness. You may be, attracting all sorts of creatures, receiving a lot of attention. So this person is coming through and their love offer seems to be of life partnership. I feel like you guys are going to slowly but surely build. This doesn't really feel like a love offer kind of thing where it's like, oh, this is just some random who's interested in you. And then they're like, okay, will you be my girlfriend? Will you be my boyfriend? It feels like you guys are building something very genuine towards that. Bottom of the deck, we have spouse potential. So definitely the potential here for this person to be your future spouse, but we have official date. You guys are dating and really not rushing the dating process as well. Taking time to really get to know each other. And then your goofy ex coming up in your reading. We're not going to talk about them. Don't you worry. If you do want to hear about them, well, here's my little spiel. We got old flame coming back. That's all I can say, okay? And honestly, when you make a new connection and you have like a soul tie to someone, I was just telling group 2 that they can feel that a lot of the times. They can feel when you're connecting with a new person. They can feel when they're losing you, especially when you have a soul tie. So this could be someone that you've been physically intimate with many times. This could be someone you had a strong connection to or a very strong attraction towards. Maybe even someone you were planning your life with at a certain point. But this energy, this expected energy, for maybe a small portion of you, this is the old flame. Because we did get expected before. And if I'm reading just from a neutral standpoint, of course it could be an old flame because you would expect someone from your past to come back. So for some of you, it is an ex, to be fair. For a lot of you, it's new, but yeah. To be fair, for some of you, this is an ex, especially if these placements match up with them. Spirit for group 3. So where will this go? What are their intentions? What are they trying to do? We have the Tower in reverse. So this person is definitely not trying to be a part of any sort of like love triangle or a messy situation. We got the 5 of Cups reverse, 6 of Swords reverse, and the 3 of Pentacles reverse. Now, not everything that's reversed is bad. Like Tower, you kind of want that to be reversed because it's like, okay, things aren't completely hitting the fan yet. Cool. Whereas if the Tower is upright, it's like, oh, it's hitting the fan. It's hitting the fan quickly. So not necessarily, even 5 of Cups, not at all the best energy. So for that to be reversed as well, pretty solid. 3 of Pentacles though, I don't love that reversed, and I don't love 6 of Swords reversed. 6 of Swords is like, honestly, I feel like this old flame is going to come back before you can move forward, because Six of Swords is a card that represents foreign travel. We talked about that. It's a card of moving on, moving forward, leveling up. And with that showing up reverse with the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, 3 of Pentacles is about working with the higher power, your angels supporting you, fate even. It's almost like with these coming up reverse, that's kind of spirit saying, we got to handle this old flame. We got to settle things with this old flame before you can move forward. Or for those of you who you've been waiting for the old flame, Spirit is definitely in support of you guys figuring it out so we can decide, okay, are we moving forward or are we ending the cycle completely? I just saw 1313. So I feel like with the Tower in reverse and the 5 of Cups in reverse, Spirit is kind of like, it's on you. It's up to you what direction we go. For some of you, your heart has been calling out for this old flame, and you'll realize once they come in that all you really needed from them was closure. So it'll be a beautiful opportunity for closure. But some of you, really, your heart has been with this person for years. You may have broken it. This could be 3 exes ago, and it's like you've dated other people. And we got the Empress and the 4 of Pentacles here. So it's like some of you have been really holding on to the potential or what was supposed to happen. Like the Empress in the tarot deck is pregnant, so I'm not surprised that she's holding her stomach, but with this coming out with the Four of Pentacles, it's almost giving me an energy like what was supposed to happen. Like maybe someone lost, you know, or had a rainbow baby at some point. Maybe there was a pregnancy that didn't make it to full term for someone. Or for some of you, you may have thought this was going to be the mother, the father of your kids, your, you know, co-parent, whatever. And it's like now we're just... we didn't end up with that story. So I am feeling that strongly here. So yeah, this old flame, they're coming back, and it'll be, you know, kind of your call. It can end in closure, or it can end in restarting the relationship. Spirit, can you show us the intentions of the new connection? Spirit's not letting up on that. Spirit's like, we got to resolve that. Nice. But we do have the 10 of Pentacles here. You'll love to see it. So Spirit is saying, like, you know, the intention of your crush, happily ever after. I love the 10 of Pentacles personally, even more than 10 of Cups, because 10 of Pentacles, like, it also represents that long-term stability as well as, like, the long-term comfort. Oh, I almost had to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. I know some people say bless you, I do, but even when I'm watching a video. But yeah, I love the 10 of Pentacles even more than the 10 of Cups because it represents that long-term stability. So this person really is in it for the long haul. They're in it for the long haul, and yeah, honestly, they may be looking for marriage. We did have life partner that came up before. Some sort of significant pivot coming up in your life. I'm feeling group 3 where it's like, you're moving into just a space where you're meant to be in a more long-term connection. It's like the stars are aligning. That's what Spirit has for you next. And that's where you're moving in terms of your personal journey. You definitely feel like you're at a crossroads here, and crossroads is the perfect word to use for it because we got the World card here in reverse. Spirit is like, we can't have full circle, we can't have closure until we resolve things with this old flame. So this person, they are offering you, you know, 10 of Pentacles. They see you as someone who has long-term potential in their life, and they want you in their life long-term. That's what they're trying to do. Man, we got the Hangman and the Death card both reversed. So Spirit will not let it go. Whenever it comes up repeatedly like this, because it's like, as a reader, you can set all the intention in the world, but if Spirit has a message, Spirit's going to speak to the cards, okay? And Spirit will not let up. Keeps highlighting Death card reverse. Hangman reverse. We can't ignore this past thing anymore. Some of you haven't seen this person for years, and you know, just the idea of them has been the perfect blank canvas to paint whatever you want on it. And you're going to meet them after all this time and realize they are nothing like you've built them to be in your head. Like this feels like the one that got away, and you may be looking at them in this like super fantastical, magical kind of way. And you're going to see them, and it's going to be shocking how different they are to how you've kind of thought about them for all this time. So yeah, there's definitely a cycle kind of closing happening here. Cycle closing, cycle new beginning, depending on what way you look at it. We have the lay of the land with ancestral wisdom, and lost in space with needing direction. So this feels heavy. It feels like maybe even breaking a generational curse with this. If this person kind of embodies an archetype of other people you see in your family, like, you know, when you think about the other marriages in your family, does this person we're talking about, this person of the past, do they resemble some of the qualities of some of the other people that you're, you know, people in your family that have gotten married to? Is it kind of like a pattern? Because it looks like you're going to be the pattern breaker. And you're being called to tap into everything you've learned in this lifetime. And I see it coming to a head. Definitely generational curse breaker energy. We have the eye of the eagle. with rising above the fray. So it really feels like there was a certain way that your life may have been projected to go based on what was available to your parents, your environment that you were raised in and whatnot. There was a certain way your life was supposed to go, and I don't see it going that way, and it's in a good way. It's like, you know, through following your own path. And that doesn't mean like, oh, you know, if you grew up in poverty, it could be like you grew up with it all, but you're still not following the path of everyone before you, with maybe like the cookie cutter type of relationships where there is no real love and it's all about just the empire. You're breaking that. We have the Garden of Venus with rest and renewal. I would say treat yourself like a Greek god, a Greek goddess. Like feed yourself grapes, make yourself a milk bath, put all the flowers, fresh flowers in it, rose petals, and really practice your self-care, face masks, scent therapy, everything, sound therapy even, tuning forks, sound bowls, healing frequencies. Really do everything you can to take care of yourself at this time, because it's the calm before the storm. This reading was so much bigger than your next date. It really was. It's the calm before the storm. Things are about to heat up, and we did get all sorts of creatures that came out for you as well. So there will be multiple people in your energy, more than what we even picked up on today. So that's what I got for you, group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the Plum Tourmaline and Alice in Luna's Tarot, this is your reading, tapping into your next date. We'll see who you will date, their intentions, their love offer, what will happen. Spirit for group 4 with the Plum Tourmaline, please show us, who is this person? How will they meet? How is this coming together for group 4? Okay, so why do I feel like you, group 4, have like kind of been through the ringer just in terms of life? We got the 12th house and the first house. The 12th house is the last. The first house obviously is the first of all the houses. So it's like you're in this weird kind of crossroads where it's like there's been a lot of endings. There's also been a lot of new beginnings and inspiration. Some of you may be kind of feeling stuck, like I don't even know what direction to go in. But regardless, it feels like a lot of change is happening. Really, it feels like it's almost happening to you, like whether you like it or not. So you may be in this space of surrender with all of this at this point, because you kind of feel like, well, the way things have been going, I really don't have very much control, or Spirit's not listening to me right now. So you just may be rolling with the punches. In terms of your person, in terms of this next date, we got Gemini and Sagittarius that came up. So these are some placements you can look for. Gemini, the butterfly, it says curious, communicative, versatile, flexible, variety-seeking, social, collaborative, brilliant, perceptive, connected, vocal, adaptive. This person, you know, the Gemini, it's represented with the twins, you know, they got that duality. People say like, oh, Gemini, they're known for being flip-floppy or, you know, two-faced, and really it's the good angel and the bad angel. It's the devil and the angel on each shoulder with Gemini. They can see both sides like Chanel. They really can. So there's an energy here of this person being very dualistic. I feel like they'll really be able to resonate with you because it's like they have this higher self of intelligence and knowledge that they have, life experience that has shaped them in a positive way, and this connection to the higher power, this purity about them. But they also have this lower self that very much shows in their personality, very much so shows in their mannerisms or their habits. And you can kind of tell that this person has a past. You can kind of tell that life wasn't really given to them, you know, on a silver spoon. This person has had to work for it, or they've experienced some low lows. It could be a really bad period in relationships that they experience, but they have the life experience that gives them that duality. So this person is so grateful for the things that they have in life, and they have the ability to speak from multiple perspectives. They haven't had it easy, but it also hasn't been all bad for them. We have Sagittarius, the Voyager here. This could be someone who does a lot of travel. This could be someone who stays in hostels even, like someone who participates in communal living so that they can travel even more. This feels like someone who knows multiple languages, and I feel like they may be a jack of all trades. Like they may know one random fact about every subject. Spirit is also showing me this in a very handy kind of way. So this person may have moved out on their own at like a young age, 15, you know, they may have had to try to figure it all out on their own. So when it comes to like house building or setting things up, they have a whole lot of knowledge when it comes to that. They can set up a whole home completely on their own, no builders, no one mounting their stuff for them. Like this person is very capable. Sag, it says enthusiastic, philosophical, intelligent, generous. A lot of intelligence coming up with this person. They could have multiple degrees. It says seeking, happy-go-lucky, honest, unbridled, experimental, lucky, traveling, risk-taking, and self-righteous. So yeah, this person, they've definitely earned their stripes, and I feel like you have as well. So when you guys come together, it's like this explosion, strong power couple energy. I really feel like you guys may have a purpose together. I feel like Spirit put you together for a reason, and yeah, Spirit just said exactly what you need at the right time. So some way, somehow, this person is exactly what you're needing. And with everything I was tapping into that had to do with you, that sounds about right. Let's talk about this as well. We got Mars. So this person is in their masculine energy. They're very action-oriented. Mars says desire, impulses, courage, force, heat, strength, competition, workouts, excitement, thirst. Yeah, Mars is not only our planet of war, but it's also our planet of physical exertion in an intimate kind of way, if you know what I'm saying. So this person, you and this person get together very well. You fit together like puzzle pieces. You come together like magnets, or maybe you just come together. If you know what I said, if you know what I mean. And then we have the 12th house of surrender and the first house of self. So yeah, there's a strong energy of things leaving your life and things coming in. And I feel like this is going to be one of the new things coming in for sure. The 12th house, it says the subconscious mind, dreams, karma, forgiveness, baggage, the unseen, trance states, healing, spiritual development, Akashic records. You may be having really weird dreams at this time. Some of you are tapping into your Akashic records, those other things, beings, places you're seeing, that's actually yourself in other lives, time, spaces, and dimensions. So it's like you may see something that doesn't even look human at all, and it looks like another life form, and that's you, especially if you feel connected to it and you can kind of get the sense of, I feel what's going on, I remember this to some degree. And then we got the first house of self, the physical body, outlook, self-image, life philosophy. You could have a new philosophy, a new outlook on life. Also, you could have gone through some physical changes recently. It also says awakening on there. Expression, gateway, entry point. You could be seeing 101, 111, 1111, 1010, 999. Maybe even some 555 sprinkled in there. Spirit, for group 4, tell us more about this person. So we got Sag and Gemini. Those are the placements you can look out for. Spirit, what kind of relationship are they offering? Or what is this? It feels bigger than just like, oh, your next love offer. It feels like divinely guided. Yep, we got soul connection. And then we have this duality showing up again with soul connection, the white and the black, the yin and the yang. There's these polarities between you and this person. So there's an energy of this person kind of feeling like you complete them, or vice versa, them completing you, you really feeling like they have always been the missing piece that you were looking for. We got all eyes on you. So whatever first house changes you're having, whatever changes that you're going through that have to do with yourself, first house, the physical body, your philosophy, your outlook, your mind, that is attracting a whole lot of attention. You got all eyes on you. Also, I'm picking up on someone who's decided recently that they want to perform, or they want to try at something artistic. And I do see that working out for you. I do see you attracting a lot of attention. And I see you returning to the version of yourself that didn't have to manifest for things to happen, that was just open to receive, and things just naturally happen. You may look at your past, and that's the thing, man. If you spend a lot of time on social media, it'll have you thinking, oh, if I want to call something into my life, I got to do the most, I got to manifest it. But if you look back at your personal pattern, you may see that you never had to manifest things when you were younger. It always came to you. And actually, when you started to apply yourself and manifest, that may have been when things went downhill, or people weren't understanding you, or weren't seeing you the way that you wanted them to. So I see going back to fix something as actually going back to retrieve a part of yourself that you should have never lost, or that was really the most potent and powerful version of you. We got getting to know each other here as well. So I see you slowly but surely getting to know this person. Nice. We got talking every day here. So you guys are communicating with each other quite a bit. You guys talk every day, always in communication. Once you guys get in communication, it's like the communication never stops. I just saw 1000. Ones may be very important to you this year, or right now, or in terms of angel numbers. Feels like it's all about you. Yeah, we got expected and talk that talk. So Spirit is like, listen, when this person comes through, this is your time to shine. Okay, to show them your most confident, embodied self. Don't be afraid to roast them. Don't be afraid to have fun with them, to joke with them. Don't say just kidding. Don't say just kidding. Say it with your chest, okay? You know, you don't always have to be nice to people all the time. Oh, just joking, da da da. No more nice girl, no more nice guy. Spirit is saying, like, let's just be authentic. And if they can't handle it, they're not a match. But that's how you meet your match, by putting out authentically who you are. Oh my God, I've seen it so many times as a reader. Like, I've seen so many people project this version of themselves that they kind of want to be, or that they want to see them as, but it attracts the actual match to that versus the actual match to them. So many people always end up in relationships that don't work out, or where they don't end up really liking that person the way that they thought they would, because they assume like, oh, this is what I need, or this is what I want, instead of being open to like what's really for them. So I feel like authenticity is a huge theme for you. We have the expected card here as well. So for some of you, this is something that you already knew was coming. You may have a deep feeling. You may have like whatever your spiritual gifts are. If Spirit gives you visions or dreams, you may have had a vision of this or a dream, or you may have deep knowing, whatever your spiritual gifts are. Spirit, what is their love offer? We can see there's a soul connection here. I can see you guys talking every day. We have the Knight of Cups, so that's like an energy of starting not small, but moderately. Knight of Cups is like, okay, I really want to get to know you on a deeper level. Yeah, this person is a deeper level kind of person for sure. They like deep conversations. They want to really get to know people. They want to hear your story. I just heard they want to hear your voice. This person may really like your voice, and now I'm seeing the eyes being highlighted as well. This person may really like looking at you in your eyes. If you have a problem with eye contact, this person is probably going to help you break that, because their gaze is quite intense and poignant. They like to look at you directly in your face, deeply. It kind of feels like they're staring into your soul. This person may have unique eyes as well, very piercing eyes, maybe like bright blue eyes, or I'm actually seeing a light brown eye, like light brown, a honey brown, staring into your soul. We got the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, Wheel of Fortune reverse, and the Ten of Swords reverse. So this person is taking their time to get to know you. With the Two of Pentacles even, it seems like Two of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, both of you are in this energy where perhaps you're a bit jaded, so you're trying not to have too high of expectations. The attraction that you have towards each other is crazy. It's off the charts. The attraction is truly on another level. But when it comes to like, you know, just jumping into a relationship, it seems like both of you are kind of like afraid to do so, but not in a way where it's like avoidant, but in a cute kind of way, like almost like a movie where it's like the MCs, the main characters, they don't want to admit their, you know, feelings for each other, but they both have strong feelings for each other kind of vibe. Ten of Swords reversed, Wheel of Fortune reversed. You guys are taking your time. I feel like the universe is guiding this as well, especially with the Wheel of Fortune reversed. It's almost like this person can't access you on that deeper level until they get the approval by the universe. Ooh, we got the Devil card here. With all eyes on you, perhaps you're at a crossroads where it's like, okay, am I going to pursue this artistic career or am I going to move into this relationship space? But let me tell you, you do not have to choose. I think the reluctance is all in your head, because I'm like picking up on this reluctance on both ends, on your person, on your end, and I'm not picking up on any real reasons why, besides the past. We did get a lot of that in the beginning of your reading. So like, you know, the past, yeah, it could be holding you back, but I'm feeling like you may have healed a lot more than you think. It feels like you guys are past that. Finally, here we go. We got 10 of Cups. You love to see it. You love to see it. So for you, relationships may feel like a threat. 10 of Cups with the Devil card here. For a lot of people, relationships are their end goal, but for you, that may feel like being locked down. That may feel like a threat. That may even trigger you. You know, your last relationship, perhaps it didn't, you know, come to term. Maybe it wasn't what you thought it was going to be. So I see you guys slowly but surely working through your triggering and surrendering to each other. We got the Three of Cups reversed and the Four of Cups. Yeah, really taking your time, prioritizing yourself. And with the Three of Cups in reverse, it kind of feels like some of you don't really believe in, I don't want to say love anymore, because that sounds kind of dramatic, like, oh, I don't believe in love, but just like in a fairy tale kind of way. Like, I don't believe that everyone gets happily ever after necessarily, but give yourself grace. You're working through it. Spirit is guiding it. This is going to be a slow burn. Spirit for group 4. Nice. We got the Commitment card here, so it's going somewhere. It's going somewhere. And yeah, the key is really being highlighted to me. Like, you really have a lock on it. Not everyone can just come into your life and get close to you and start a relationship with you. You may be someone who's at a point in your life where you almost feel like, you know what, maybe relationships aren't for me. Maybe I have some other path, which maybe that inspired the creativity or the self-expression, going out of your comfort zone and pursuing your dreams. We have looking for the one. So I feel like that's ultimately what it is, and building interest that came out. So it's not that you're closed off. It's just that you're really taking your time. And I feel like you're just coming across as a realist versus someone who's like genuinely jaded. This connection, it is offering commitment. So I don't feel like this is a waste of time. I don't feel like this is a time waster. This person is offering you, like, you know, long term. It's looking pretty good. But slowly but surely you guys are building interest, and slowly but surely you're surrendering to each other. It's not a promise. It's not a guarantee that this person is going to get to be with you. They really have to earn you. And I feel like that's vice versa, even from the beginning of the reading, with the good angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other shoulder, the future on one shoulder and the past on the other. They've had their fair share of heartbreak and hard times and discomfort and struggles that they're not super bright-eyed and bushy-tailed either. We also have gracefully bowing out here. So there may be I'm hearing multiple other cycles in your life that are closing out as you're stepping into this new connection with this person, and things are growing. You guys are getting to know each other. Seems like you have a lot of other things on your plate. So they're meeting you at a time where you're not exactly grounded, like grounded in one reality. And literally, as I say that, we got straddling worlds that just came out. Card number 52, 5s and 2s could be significant for you at this time as well. It says wandering between realms. So I feel like this is exactly where some of you are, wandering between realms, trying your best to ground yourself and to really fully step into the new path. It's like, okay, I'm tired of being in this middle ground. I'm ready to fully step into my new path. And I feel like it's coming in the very near future. We got Feast of Plenty here with choices and their consequences. Ooh, 20 is really sticking out to me. There could have been a significant connection in 2020 for you. That really did kind of change the course of your life to a degree. And I see that cycle finally ending. I feel like any consequences have already been served, and that cycle is finally coming to a close. So maybe you're still dealing with someone romantically that started in 2020, and you've already, broken up, or you guys have been moving closer to separation, and it's like, okay, the cord is finally breaking on that connection, and you're stepping into a new one. I would say if that's happening, that's a good thing, because your new connection is just around the corner and the wait is just about over. That's what I got for you, Group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description if you'd like your own private tarot reading or any of my other magical